Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Cass. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm bringing you guys along a work week in my life. We are 1 week out, or a week and a half out from our very first New York Fashion Week activation. It is next week Friday. It is currently Tuesday, so there's a lot to go through. Like, I did not start this YouTube channel and I did not start this journey to glamorize my life in any way. I'm using this platform to really show you guys the realistic side of building businesses and being an entrepreneur. I want to share the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses, things that I could have done better. Like, I just really want to use this platform to show you the real, raw, vulnerable side. And I'll be honest, as I've been sharing recently, it has been very, very stressful for me. I've been stressed, just emotionally, mentally, physically stressed, probably since the last year in August. I've kind of just been feeling this in and out of just overworking and stressing and everything, and it has really affected me. My hair does not feel as dense, and I naturally have very thick hair, and so I've been doing hair oiling and taking more supplements and doing like head massages and switching my shampoo. Speaking of supplements, I now take vitamin D3, I take fish oil, I take pumpkin seed oil. I'm also taking probiotics. I'm doing all these things. And also I was told that avocado also helps with like hair health, so I've been eating a lot of avocado. The amount of stress I've been dealing with has impacted me physically as well. The reason why I'm not wearing any eyeshadow or anything on my eyes is because I started developing eczema on my eyelids and a little bit like on my ears. 26, almost 27 years of life, I've never had eczema. I learned that it can be triggered later in life for adults by stress. Painting this picture for you that even though, yes, new apartment, love it, amazing, having businesses, I'm passionate, I have fun, great. Behind the scenes, like actually what it takes, on the toll that it takes on my mental health, physical health, emotional health at times to run this business and also deal with personal life, it is not easy, and I never ever want to glamorize any of this. Of course, there are parts of the business that are so fun and glamorous, and the actual back end is really tough right now for me. Even when 5 years from now I have a huge team and the business is really, really big, I'm still going to be sitting here telling you how stressed I am, and I feel like that is just what I signed up for. There's so many ups and downs. It's an emotional roller coaster, and I just want you guys to know that I am not using this as a highlight reel, but I share that with you because I don't want you to think that this is easy. That is the first point where people go wrong, is they think that a business is easy. They think that entrepreneurship is easy. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna start a business, I'm gonna work for myself, I'm gonna make my own money, and no one's ever gonna tell me what to do. Those are the plus sides, but it comes with so much more on the other side, that having a 9-to-5 is so much more easier than having an entrepreneurial life. And I say that to everyone. I just wanted to have this little rant because this morning when I was doing my makeup and I couldn't do anything on like my eyes because of the eczema, and you can't really tell because I've been taking care of it and not putting makeup or skincare, anything on it, was just reflecting, this is not for the weak. But I'm willing to do this. If I had to do this all over again and go through all of the challenges that I went through, I would do it all over again to be here today, because I'm so grateful to be in this position. But it is not for the weak, and it is not easy. Anyways, welcome to the vlog. I know that was really heavy for the first few minutes of the vlog, but I needed to get off my chest because we're about to have a crazy week and I've just been going through a lot. So anyways, it's lunch. I was gonna vlog earlier this morning, but I had a call and it was just like back to back to back, and I did not have any capacity to open the camera. So here we are now. Lunch, I was too lazy to cook because I'm stressed today. So I have leftovers, which is my stir fry. I feel like I've been talking about the stir fry since the last vlog because I made enough stir fry to last me an entire week if I wanted to, but obviously I know that it's not gonna last a full 7 days, so I'm trying to eat it for lunch and dinner so I don't waste. Anyways, half an avocado. I'm having an assortment of things today because maybe it's stress eating, I don't know, but I was kind of craving a bunch of stuff. Half an avocado, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes. Then I have this combo happening here. Also, now that I think about it, I just hate wasting food. So this hummus only lasts 3 to 5 days. I opened it 2 days ago and I have all these baby carrots. So I've been eating this every day with my lunch and dinner so I don't waste it. So I've been working on this. So I'm gonna have a few carrots and hummus. I'm pretty sure that pickles can last a while. But I got these snack pickles because I wanted just something a bit more, I just wanted another flavor added. So I'm deciding to open up this pickle jar. I've actually never had pickles like this. I only typically have the sandwich or like the butter type of pickles that you put in the hamburgers or the burgers. So I'm gonna try this. So I have all of these different flavors, and I'm also gonna finish watching Only Manhattan season 2 in the past 2 weeks after I finished Dynamite Kiss, because that one just took me out. I need a break from K-drama. I've watched Emily in Paris, I've watched Bridgerton, and now I'm watching Only Manhattan. Long introduction, I know, but thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm excited to take you along the week. I have a very exciting announcement about an exclusive, amazing, fun, exciting opportunity for our small businesses. I have an exciting announcement to share, and if you are a small business owner, I have such an exciting opportunity and announcement to share. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm just like not feeling confident because I can't put anything on my eyes, and I don't know, like, I don't know if my eczema is showing. I just have this mental block, and also I'm just not in the mood to create content right now. I'm looking at myself and I just don't like my makeup because it's like not really blended well, because usually I'll do like this whole eyeshadow look and my bronzer and blush will kind of blend together, but I have nothing on my eyes besides eczema. Like, that is so annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna get it together. I have to do this video. I got ready specifically to do this video, so I have to do it. Maybe I don't like that my hair is so slicked back, because I honestly don't like that it's that slicked back. Maybe I'll do a pony instead. Maybe it's also my outfit. I don't really like my top. Maybe I have to change my top because I don't like that. This is so poorly made that anytime I move, it like opens up, but this is, it's baggy, but it still like does not close between the buttons. Whatever, okay. I'm just on a complaint train today. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna change. I'm back, switching to this sweater top, which I like a lot more. I put on a little bit more powder, took off a little blush, which can't really tell on the camera. Put on a little more pink on my lip. I'm just gonna get this done. I'm so excited to announce that for the very first time, we are rolling out an application-based group event. If you're new here, for the past 2 years, we have done an annual holiday group event, and this has been under wraps. The entire process is invite only, and I handpick specific businesses who I feel like would be cohesive to the group. However, for the very first time, I want to open up the doors to all the small businesses who are interested in influencer marketing, because I truly believe this is the perfect first step into influencer marketing for your business. Okay, so let's do a rundown on all the details. Secondly, this event is exclusive to 4 businesses, specifically in the beauty, home fragrance, or body care niches. If you are in the fashion niche, do not worry, there's something very special coming for you for New York Fashion Week in September. The best part about this all is I just filmed this video and my mic was not even working, which thankfully the mic on my phone is catching my audio. But it was because I did not unlock my phone and instead I swiped to the left to open up my camera, therefore the microphone was not able to work. This is exactly what I needed. Sometimes you just have to laugh about it. I'm gonna edit this, and then I do have a call at 1 o'clock, so hopefully by then I'm done editing this video. I may have to film another one today, specifically around New York Fashion Week, because I've been doing like these New York Fashion Week updates. I literally just want to lay in bed and do nothing. So I just made my lunch, which has recently been a snack plate. Here it is. I don't have any fruits, so I'm kind of sad about it, but typically I'd probably want an apple with this. So I have a whole avocado, 2 eggs, a little handful of chips, turkey bacon, carrots, hummus, and 3 pickles. That is what I'm eating, and I'm gonna watch Owning Manhattan. This is one of the most stressful events I've ever done, so that's all. I'll just cut it there. But it's a big learning process as well, and also it's pushing me out of my comfort zone as an event planner / agency owner and all the things. So I'm grateful that I'm experiencing this. However, I know what not to do on the next time. So what I'm doing right now is we have 5 in-person vendors and we have 4 gifting vendors. I waited as long as I could to do this because I wanted to do it all at once. However, there are a few vendors that I don't have anything from yet, so we'll have to split this into 2 parts. But essentially, I'm going to count all the inventory. I'm going to make sure that the gifting vendors have enough inventory, and then for the in-person vendors, they have their product displays and they also have their info pamphlets because they're giving influencers like a gift card or a code. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to have to use a much bigger bin, but for right now, just to consolidate everything, I'm going to put it in this bin. But first things first, I'm going to count it, and then I'm also going to transfer them into a Ziploc bag so that it consolidates all the boxes because I don't have enough space for all of that. At the venue, so I have to bring the last poster there. But this took way longer than I thought, but they look really nice. So now I can go ahead and stack these up like this, and then I can put them in this foam thing. But I love the way they turned out. I do like these frames because of how light they are and they're not glass, but putting them together was a pain. So I'm glad I got that out of the way because originally I was just going to bring everything to the venue and just do it on the day of, but that would have been unnecessary amount of time maybe for that. So now this is all set and I can put this back in storage. Good morning. I am so exhausted right now. I am about to hop on the group call for New York Fashion Week and basically just chatting with all the in-person vendors to give them a breakdown of the event, making sure that they are completely on board, they know what's going on, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. So there's gonna be five of the in-person vendors, me, and then my assistant Minnie will also be on there. Hello. I'm putting this to use. I have to, actually I think I'll just use it as this angle. Okay, anyways, I feel like this vlog is just very negative and like just complaining, and I feel bad, but I just want to, I keep saying this, but I just want to show you guys the reality of what it's like being a business owner, ups and downs, especially someone who is a small business in the very beginning stages, bootstrapping this. I learned that not everyone knows what bootstrapping means. Basically means you are not taking out like loans. It's completely your own self-funding. And on top of that, living alone and having my own bills and apartment and living away, opposite side of the country, living away from all my family. And dealing with personal life, and so all in all it all just adds up sometimes, and doing this full-time self-funded in the very beginning stages without having any extra security is just another layer of stress. I wouldn't say not a lot of founders deal with this, but I would say it's pretty niched because I kind of got thrown into entrepreneurship because I got laid off. If I didn't get laid off, I probably would have started my business simultaneously with a 9-to-5. You know, I came this far. I've already been in business and been able to, you know, be self-employed for a year and a half, so I can do it again and again and again. The hard part is the market is ever changing. The buyer consumer purchase behavior is ever changing, and so you kind of just always have to evolve and be ready to change and pivot at every moment, because something that works last year is not automatically going to work next year. And that's exactly what happened to me, where I first assumed that standalone events would be the bread and butter because I was getting so many inquiries left and right. And now, well, two things happened. One, I got burnt out. Two, it's inconsistent, so it's really hard for me to plan ahead. And I noticed that, and when inquiries were slow over the holidays, which last year they were not, or in 2024 they were not, I recognized I had to shift, and so I had to redo my entire business model on multiple businesses of mine, and I'm just navigating through the change, and it was a very, very difficult first month, and it's now the second month of the year, and I'm still navigating through it. And you know what, it's just, I have to wash this top. That's just how it is, and I just want to share that with you. So I don't drink alcohol, so when I feel very overwhelmed and stressed and anxious and just like on the verge of tears, as I am right now, that's when I crack open a nice Olipop, specifically the crisp apple. The crisp apple Olipop is my favorite because it is just the perfect amount of like carbonation and sweetness, and you guys know I love my apple slices. So this is my favorite. If you haven't tried this Olipop flavor before, please try it. Let me know how you like it. You obviously have to have it very, very cold. If you want to have it over ice, feel free to. My ice maker does not work, so I need to wipe this and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a few sips of this, take a few deep breaths. I'm trying to not pop off my nail with this, and get to work. I'm gonna write out my entire to-do list of everything I have to get over this weekend because it is Friday, and okay, it's Friday and I have the weekend to get everything done, but there's a lot to do. So first things first, a nice healthy pour of Olipop. Cheers. It is so good. This is instantly a mood booster. It's so good. And now I'm just working on my couch, change of scenery, looking out at the street lights, I guess. Sometimes you just have to laugh. Sometimes you just have to laugh it off because what else can you do? You may not believe this, or you can if you want, but I'm a very optimistic person. Like, I have always been very optimistic. I'm not at all a pessimistic person, and I always seek to look at the bright side in every situation possible, even if it's like horrible things are happening in my life. I just look for that one thing that could twist it into like the silver lining of it all. So all I'm saying is this is just the test that I need, because this is just the beginning, and there's gonna be much harder times in my business where I'm gonna look back and this is just gonna be a cakewalk. So I might as well just enjoy that this is my issue rather than dwelling in it now. Okay, I feel a lot better now. First thing I need to do, I need to write all the things I need to get done over the weekend. I'm just gonna start listing out everything I need to do. So first things first, I also need to do the decal. So next week I have 2 events. Thursday is a client event, Friday is the New York Fashion Week event. So for Thursday, I need to do the gift bags over the weekend. I also need to do the gift bags for the LUXE edit, which is a New York Fashion Week activation. I just got in the bags today, so I need to do... I also have to do the print items for New York Fashion Week. The logos for the gifting vendors, it's gonna be on the shelves. I also have to do the print items for also the gifting vendors, the logo, their founder photos, their brand bios, and their product information. And then I also have to put in a gift bag insert of the in-person. I need to create a poster board, or I might just put it in the same order. I might just Vistaprint it and just basically overnight it. So what had happened on my call, which I also have to Vistaprint. Okay, so one of the in-person vendors sent me the wrong logo. So she has multiple businesses and she has an umbrella brand, and then under her umbrella brand she has one of her brands. So she sent me the wrong logo. She sent me the logo for the umbrella brand. I found that out on the call because I showed everyone their posters and she said, oh, you printed out the wrong logo. It's the only one that I received. But I have to do another Vistaprint order anyways. So I might as well just make the board, and I want to make a board that says New York Fashion Week gifting suite or something like that, because I'm going to put it on an easel and the sign is going to go point to the door. So aside from all the printing out and everything, I'm also rolling out the summer group event, which is the July opportunity. So I'm currently in the process of creating content for that, because on Monday the 16th, so the event is on the 13th, the 16th applications open to apply for that. So I'm in the full pre-launch process of that. It's a lot. I have to create the event deck, because right when people apply, they can book a call with me. On that call, I'm showing them this event deck. And then I also have to create the carousel for that. And then I also have to place a catering order for New York Fashion Week. That's on my list. I'll have to also get the COIs. Oh my goodness, so many things. Okay, let me write this down. I also have to pay the bartender. Another thing that is simultaneously happening is tickets for the next event for the Social Luxe Club. So the community is launching on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Originally, I was gonna wait to the following week, but I didn't want 2 different launches on the same week. Even though it's 2 completely different businesses, there's very similar audience. There's a lot of cross-following where people follow both businesses, so I don't want people to get confused. So I'm launching that on Thursday, but it'll be the first time that I'm kind of, I wouldn't say hands off, because I'm basically planning all the pre-launch stuff and all the newsletters and everything, but it's gonna be the first time where I'm not sitting at my computer making sure that the system's working and making sure that people are able to get their tickets, and if anyone has any questions, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be actively doing the client event on Thursday in person, setting up. The event starts at 11. I'm gonna be there at 7 a.m. So it's the first time where I'm going to be hands off, and Tahira, who is my event coordinator, my newly event coordinator as of literally like a week and a half ago, she is going to be managing that. So on Monday, I'm going to be training. So I have to do a couple of SOPs, and then also the ticket purchase SOP. That's all. And then on top of that, I also need to edit. I need to edit the next vlog. So you guys, this is why I was so bad at YouTube last year. The days are just going by day after day after day after day, and I was just working, and then realizing, oh, I didn't post in 2 months, or I didn't even pick up my camera in 2 months. So I'm trying, but I do have to be so intentional and make sure that I get it done, because I actually enjoy the community and YouTube and everything. It's just actually getting it to YouTube. Let's do a little refill of the glass together. Cheers again. So good. I feel so much better. I'm strictly a water girl, so I don't drink any soda, I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea or anything. So when I crack open an Olipop, you know it's serious. It is a serious day, and this just instantly boosts my mood. It just tastes so good too. It's like a little treat. I currently need to, I need to post on the agency page. Then I need to check my emails, because I need to make sure I get all of the brand assets from everyone, and I got 2 more inputted today. I'm gonna do a little work, and when it's time for dinner, it's already 7, but I had a really late lunch. I ate at like 3:30, I think, or 4 o'clock, so I'm not hungry yet. I'm gonna do a little power hour, and then I will catch up. You guys, I just inputted all the footage from the vlog that I'm posting on Sunday. How in the world did I film 8 hours of content in 1 week? Like, I am mind blown right now, because typically it's around 3 to 4.5 hours of footage. 8 hours? This vlog is about to be a whole movie, like 2 hours long. I'm so shocked right now. I was looking through this footage, and I think like every single one of these, especially, I know it was a tough week for me. There's a lot, there's a lot of baking. and cooking, but also this was the week where the venue canceled on me and it was the worst thing ever, and I was just ranting and yeah. Yep, this is me baking and trying to also figure out what is going on because they canceled on me.
Yeah.
Is it like completely confirmed that like they would refund me for not?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because some people, I don't know. Crazy. While I'm battling this brown sugar that is moistureless. This is such a funny thing to look at now and laugh, but in that moment I was on the verge of tears and stressed and I couldn't even deal. And now by the end of the week, this was me at the end of the week. Where is that?
How do you feel, Preston?
I really want to start covering, but there's 2 people that are not here, and I want to wait, but I'm type A, so it has to be on schedule.
The aftermath of the event.
Yeah.
Minnie, my beautiful assistant. She's also a makeup artist.
But I want to.
I would say a great French. Yeah. See you at the LUXE edit.
The LUXE edit is the agency New York Fashion Week event. I didn't even know she filmed that. That was my first time seeing that. Oh, I thought it was this clip is the one I was watching. Where was it?
Kristen, we're trying to figure out how to turn on
Instead of start.
So now I'm so confused.
I honestly really needed that because it's a good reminder at the beginning of this vlog that 8 hours, I'm still so shook at that, 8 hours. 8 hours, I was just crying, stressed, unwell, and by the end of it, I'm smiling and laughing and having a good time. But I am just so curious to see how many of these are actually me talking or how many of this can be time lapses, because I do a lot of time lapse in here since I was cooking. But anyways, that's my update for right now, is 8 hours of footage for me to go through. Insane. So I didn't really have much in my fridge, so I wanted to just make a pasta, simple pasta, kind of like a caramelized onion, but I was so lazy to wait the full like 20-30 minutes for the onions, so I just sauteed them until they were soft and then put garlic, butter, and then heavy cream and salt, pepper, red pepper flakes. So I tasted it and I feel like it needs a little something extra. So I'm gonna add some garlic salt to add some flavor, or more flavor. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. And then I'm also gonna add in a touch of lemon. I feel like that would really take it to the next level. So I'm just gonna squeeze some on top. Now I feel like it's gonna be, now it's gonna be a lot more flavorful. And now all of the noodles soaked up the sauce and it thickened up. So it's kind of just like a thick onion garlic type of pasta. I'm not even gonna taste it again. I'm just gonna trust my gut on that. And then I also just microwaved some frozen meatballs. And there's a little kick to this because I added quite a lot of red pepper flakes. And I have 0 cheese in this household, so I didn't have any cheese, but honestly I feel like it still tastes good without it. I really wanted to just have some protein, so I microwaved these balls, or meatballs. This would be so good with some Parmesan cheese, but it's fine. I'm just gonna have that there. I just have this on the sides. Okay, here's my simple 20-minute meal. Literally only took 20 minutes, it was really fast. And now I'm gonna enjoy this, and honestly, I'll probably call it a night. It's 10:30, and I don't wanna go to sleep too late, so, ta-da! I just finished doing the rough edit of everything, so now I have to create the intro, like the little montage, and then I also have to add the music, and then I also have to edit it. So, or actually do the watch through, and then add the little edits, because I usually will add more photos or something for context if needed. But yeah, an hour and a half. This is the longest vlog I've ever created, and this took me, it's like 7:30, so I've been editing for maybe 4 hours, 4.5 hours, which honestly, not bad for 8 hours of footage, because once I did all the time lapse, it was, I think it came down to 6 hours maybe, but yeah, I feel like I was pretty quick with that one this time. I'll probably finish this closer to when I go to sleep tonight, because I have to do a whole watch through. I always do a watch through because there's a lot of times where I accidentally leave in a clip and I'm just like not doing anything or not talking, and it's just awkward silence because I got distracted. So I need to make sure I don't have any of those. Honestly, after dinner, I might just grab a bag of popcorn and watch this from start to finish, because that's just a lot. I'm about to start making dinner. I'm heating up the oven. I'm gonna do some roasted veggies, mashed potatoes, and meatballs. And I also have to make the thumbnail. I have to do a lot. So this will probably take another 2.5 hours of just finishing up the editing to upload. Okay, so I'm gonna make some dinner, and this is gonna be a very simple dinner. I am just basically eating out of the freezer. I'm making mashed potatoes. I'm making this sheet pan vegetable. This is from Costco, and it's so easy. You just straight out of the freezer, you just put this on a pan. I'm trying to make enough so that I have a good amount of leftovers. And you also don't need to season this or anything, because it's seasoned pretty well. Sometimes, if anything, I'll just add, you know, a little bit of salt after. But there's Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, broccoli, red onion, and zucchini, and it is the perfect mix. So whenever I'm craving some roasted veggies, I always just grab the one from Costco because it's so convenient. I'm about to finish up the mash, but I'm going to put the meatballs in the microwave. I just get these from Target, and they're super easy. You just put however much you want. I usually put like 6-ish. I put it in the microwave for about, I think, 1.5 minutes or so, or 2 minutes. Then, as you can see, the reason why I put so much on the sheet pan was because the outcome of it is just so small. I always just put in a paper towel to drain out the oil. Look at this stunning plate. And it was little to no cooking. All I had to do was make the mashed potatoes, which is not really much. So this is what I'm eating for dinner. And also look what I'm defrosting. A little apple crumble. This is an amazing setup, and I'm so excited about it. Ending the night with this beautiful apple crumble. It just tastes so fresh, even though it's frozen. I defrosted it for a couple of hours and then microwaved it for a minute. Put 1 scoop of vanilla bean ice cream, and it tastes so fresh. In between Dynamite Kiss and this one is called Can This Love Be Translated? I watched Only Manhattan season 2, Bridgerton season 4 or 5. I don't remember which one it is on. And then Emily in Paris season 4. I'm ready to get back to K-drama. This actor I watched in Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, and I mean, he was kind of an annoying character, but you know, I love seeing a familiar face, so I wanted to watch this one, and it's a new one, 2026 series, so I feel like the plot could be potentially good, so updates to come. So I wanted to show you guys the printouts that I'm making. So this is going to be within the gift bag. This is the in-person vendors. I wanted to highlight these because these are all small businesses and I highly recommend checking them out. So first things first, we have Santuario, which is a Latina founded handbag brand. It's Colombian handbags. You can see the handbags behind her there. Very beautiful. And then we have Dancy Hair Care. Kimberly has amazing hair care products. I've used her serum and a little goes a long way, but it's amazing. I've been working with Kim for a while, for a couple years now. Then we have Roem, which is a luxury swimwear line for women. And then we have Aceli's Boutique, which is a mother-daughter wellness, body care, skincare brand. And they have a ton of products, and they also have a storefront on Staten Island if you are in the area to check it out, in Empire Outlets. And then we have Dose House, which is a candle brand, and she was inspired to start by her mother. And I highly recommend checking all of these out. And then these are the in-person. I'm going to show you the gifted brands, which are downstairs and they won't be in person. I have a few cards that I made. So I have the about the brand, product description, and gifting guidelines. This is the first brand. This is Chamarli, and I'm actually doing an event with her later this year, which you'll see. But she has MBBX Cosmetics, which is a lip gloss brand. And then we have Carolina. This is the iconic Carolina, who is the founder of Oxalate Bliss. So I'm so happy that she wanted to do this event because I need everyone to know about her nails. Then we have Chanel, who is the founder of Serene Luxe Co. They do a bunch of fragrances, specifically fragrance oils, perfumes, and then home fragrance. And then we have Carolina, again with a C. She's the founder of Eternal Bloom Studio, and she does these really beautiful, I don't know if you can see in this photo, but she's so talented, and she makes these eternal bouquets and keychains and flowers, and I don't know how she does it, but they're beautiful. Then we have Yeleni, who is the founder of Fade Away Skin, and she also does really amazing skincare. For the gifting suite, she's providing her body oils. And next we have the gifting guidelines, but I wanted to show you this because it has a QR code with the brand. So if you want to just follow them on Instagram, you can just use your phone if you're on a laptop to scan the QR code. But this is from Serene Luxe Co. They are providing fragrance oils for this gifting suite. Here is her QR code. And then secondly, we have Fade Away Skin. She is providing 3 different body oil options: lavender, baby powder, and mango. And this is her QR code here. Then we have Oxalate Bliss. You guys already know I have a code. Use code CAST, 15% off. I'm not affiliated. I just asked them if I could have a discount code for you guys so you guys can support. But look at how beautiful those nails are. Highly recommend. Reusable, recyclable, durable, sustainable, all the things. And then we have MBBX Cosmetics, and their lip glosses look amazing. So MBBX Cosmetics is a affordable luxury makeup brand, and I'm so excited to be able to try one of her lip glosses. But here is the QR code, and her branding is on point. Like, I always tell her that every single time I talk to her. And lastly, we have Carolina's brand, Eternal Bloom Studios. Here is the QR code if you want to scan that. And then look at, she made that. Like, how insane is that? So here is the final lineup. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was the product descriptions. So this is the last thing that I have to print out. Here is the product description for Oxalate Bliss, product description for MBBX Cosmetics, product description for Fade Away Skin. I'll get a little closer so you guys can pause and read if you like. And then the fragrance oil from Serene Luxe Co. Out of this list, which one would you try? I would probably really love the Rich Puppy Love because it has pistachio and almond. I'm honestly not a floral person though, so now that I'm looking at it, maybe I might like She's Always Right. But anyways, I will let you guys know which one I like the best at the event. And then product description for Eternal Bouquet keychains from Eternal Bloom Studios. So that is everything I'm printing out. I have to print out this and the gifting guidelines. And then I printed out everything else. So just wanted to show you guys a little sneak peek into what brands will be at the event on Friday. Like right when I open my phone, look at that. That is so aesthetic. Her branding is seriously so amazing. So I did the test strip and this is how it turned out. I think it looks really, really cute. And this is the first time I'm doing pink gift bags. So now I have to do the rest of the bulk. And I have two types of Cricut mats. I have a 12 by 12 and I have a 24 by 12. So obviously I'm gonna use a 24 by 12, but now I'm on the Cricut. This is what it looks like. The Cricut Design Space is what it's called. So now I'm just going to duplicate this 20. I usually make 30 bags just in case, just to have extras. The cool thing about the Cricut is that you can literally make anything. I'm honestly not that crafty, so I don't utilize the Cricut as much as I can, but you can even use their special markers and you can write out invitations, and you can use different types of materials, because something that I have that I honestly don't know why I bought it, but I wasn't feeling really ambitious, and I have a heat press. Not one of those big ones, but I have it's like this big, and it's a heat press because you can also use the heated vinyl to transfer, I think it's called like heat transfer vinyl, onto bags and shirts and everything. So maybe one day, but it was a little ambitious of me, I can't lie. And then on the Cricut Space, it also tells you what it will look like when you print it out. So that means I need to bring up my really big mat. And then this is the vinyl. And I just measured out and used the cutting board. Okay. Looks like this. And then this takes some time. So usually what I like to do, and then when it's ready, I just click this. Usually what I like to do is I eat dinner through this time. But the logo isn't too crazy, which is nice. But I also need to use this mat specifically after it's done because it's a two mat project. It says that it'll take a mat and a half, so once this is done I'll refill it. The whole desk is moving, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna eat my dinner. I have leftovers, and then I can come back here and finish crafting. I'm gonna make my dinner, pretty much just eating the rest of all of my leftovers. I have mashed potatoes, which I made the other day, and I have the rest of the sheet veggies. So this actually lasted me 3 meals, which I am very happy about. This is a lot of mashed potatoes. Don't know if I'll finish that, but I'm gonna just add that on. I just hate wasting food, so if I can possibly eat it, I'm gonna try to. And then actually what I'm gonna do is I'm going to heat them. I'm gonna heat the mashed potatoes up first because they take, for some reason, they just take a lot longer to heat up versus all the other stuff. And then, like I told you guys earlier, I made cornbread yesterday. So here I froze the rest of it, but I saved a couple pieces for out here. And then I also, it's so good, I'm outing myself right here, but this is so good that I even saved the crumbs that were at the bottom of the pan. I scraped it and I put it in this bowl. So I'm gonna have one of these for dessert. I just love this cornbread. It's my grandma's recipe. And I also made meatloaf. My mom's recipe. I honestly just love making things that my family makes at home because it just helps with the homesickness. And I was also calling my mom today, and I'm trying to convince her to come and visit me again during the fall, during New York Fashion Week. And I hope that she does. I was bribing her and I was like, oh, you can invite your best friend, you guys can stay here at the apartment, it'll save you a ton of money, you don't even have to get a hotel, you just have to book your flight to Jersey and you can stay with me and blah 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 blah, blah. The whole spiel. So I pray that she does visit me because that'd be great. So I'm just gonna transfer one of the cornbreads to my plate. And also specifically, this cornbread is sweet cornbread. I learned that there is a big difference because one time I was really craving, I'm also gonna eat the crumbs already. Actually, I'll save it for when I have the bowl. But there's literally all the crumbs in here. There was a time where I was really craving cornbread and I was just missing my grandma's cornbread. So I decided to go on Uber Eats and I found a place that has cornbread and it was more like Southern barbecue. I was like, okay, perfect. I order it and that is when I learned that not all cornbread is sweet and some of it is literally just bread and it's bland and there's no flavor. And to say the least, I was very sad about finding that out. I've never had unsweet cornbread, so when people say it, when I tell people that I eat cornbread as a dessert, sometimes they're confused and I'm like, it's my grandma's recipe and it's a dessert. It's specifically supposed to be sweet. Okay, then taking this meatloaf. Sorry if it's like grossing you guys out that I'm showing you me heating up my leftovers, but I feel like I wasn't really talking all day today, so I wanted to turn the camera on and just chit chat with you guys. This is a lot of food. This is like a massive amount of mashed potatoes, but honestly, I'm really excited about it. Also, not to be a complainer here, but someone is cooking with a lot of onion and it is going through the vents in my apartment. And my whole apartment smells like onion. And then when I went outside to grab a package, the entire hallway smells like onions. I'm just trying to deal with it. I have my windows open, but I also have some salt. I don't know if you can tell by now, but I'm someone who loves salty food, so I always have some salt on standby when I'm eating my meals. And I'm gonna eat this and also watch an episode or some of an episode of Can This Love Be Translated? Honestly, the plot, it's okay. It's a bit like interesting and that's all I can say. It's a bit interesting and the main character, the guy, has a very similar attitude to the one that I didn't like when he was in the other show. Maybe that's why they recasted him for that. They needed like someone with some attitude. Anyways, I'm gonna watch my show, eat dinner, and then I'll show you guys the rest of my Cricut project. Midnight. Just finished all the gift bags. Look at how crazy. And I did 2 sets of gift bags today. So I'm a bit tired from crafting and I have to do one more. I forgot. I have to do one more decal tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight because I have 0 energy left in my body for it. But I have to do a removable vinyl that says prayer wall for my client for Thursday. I will do that tomorrow. But this is what it looks like. And I made 60 of these. So they're very simple, cute, sleek. I'll open it up for you so you can get the idea. Look at how cute this little bag is. I'm excited. This week is gonna be a long one. But I'm honestly just ready for it to be done because these 2 events, or I keep saying these 2 events because I just in my mind mentally pair them together as 2 big stressors. But the February 1st one, we managed through that. And now the February 13th Luxe Edit one. After this, I can finally breathe. And well, kind of. After this, it's on to the next thing that's happening, which is a lot, but we will get there when this event ends and I can just talk more about it, but one thing at a time. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing just bits and pieces of random behind the scenes and just listening to me rant about my business. But I hope that you enjoyed watching this vlog. Thank you so much for being here, supporting the journey. It just means so much to me that you guys are taking the time out of your days to watch this video, even if it's an hour and a half long or 30 minutes long. I thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to showing you what I have in store for the next vlog, which is going to be the rest of this week, because I will give you the entire breakdown of how the New York Fashion Week event goes. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye guys.